Dear students, the topic for today's class is inter-process communication model. In the earlier classes, we have already covered about the concept of concurrency, then the concurrency problems we face, and then synchronization problems. There were few classical problems we have discussed. So overall, when we talk about concurrent processes, then definitely we have seen two types of categories in the concurrent processes. We have seen independent process and we have seen the cooperating process. So when we talk about independent process, तो ये वो process होते हैं जो कि ना दूसरे process को affect करते हैं और ना खुद affect होते हैं. That means ये अपना execution normally proceed करते रहते हैं without affecting others and without getting affecting. And the cooperating processes are those processes जो कि दूसरे process का executions को affect भी करते हैं और खुद affect भी होते हैं. Right? So cooperating process की जब हम बात करते हैं तो they need to communicate with each other because ये resources को share कर रहे हैं. Right? So उनको communicate कराने के लिए we need some mechanism so that the interaction between the processes becomes easy, and that mechanism is referred to as inter-process communication, जो कि allow करता है एक process को दूसरे process से communicate करने के लिए. Right? So the communication between these processes can be seen as a method of cooperation between them. Processes can communicate with each other using the two ways. First is shared memory model and second is message passing model. So कम्युनिकेशन जो हो रहा है इनके बीच में वो हम बेसिकली दो स्कीम्स से मॉडल से देख सकते हैं. वन इज़ शेयर्ड मेमोरी मॉडल एंड अदर इज़ मैसेज पासिंग मॉडल. जो शेयर्ड मेमोरी मॉडल होता है इट इज़ द मॉडल इन विच द memory can be simultaneously accessed by multiple processes. That means there will be a shared area, right? shared area होगा, एक shared memory होगी जहाँ पे एक से ज़्यादा process उसे एक time पे access करेंगी. So whenever a process wants to communicate any information to other process, it writes that information into that shared region. एंड जिस दूसरे प्रोसेस को वो एक्सेस करना है, डेटा चाहिए, वो वहाँ से रीड कर लेगा. Right? So in shared memory model, there is a memory that can be simultaneously accessed by multiple processes. This is done so that the processes can communicate with each other. Windows operating system uses the concept of shared memory model. Next comes the advantages of shared memory model. So advantages shared memory में क्या है, इसका अगर हम एक diagram देख लें तो you will be able to understand it more. There are two processes, process A and process B, and then there is a shared memory region. Right? ये shared memory region common है. If A process wants to communicate something to process B, then it writes the information into the shared area, and then process B performs a read operation on the shared memory region. Right? So this is the way a shared memory model works. So now if you can see the advantages, that the memory communication is faster in shared memory model. It will definitely be faster because क्या है कि हमें अलग से access नहीं करना पड़ रहा है memory को for every small data. Right? We have a common region over here and every process have access to this common region. So it will be faster to access this common region. फटाफट से process से इसमें कुछ write करेगा and process भी इसे यहीं से read कर सकता है. Right? A process writes the data it wants to share with other processes, and another process can read the data that have been written by other process. So overall advantage is that this approach is faster. Disadvantage of shared memory model, इसकी अब डिसएडवांटेजेस क्या होंगी. डिसएडवांटेजेस ये होंगी व्हेन वी हैव मल्टीपल प्रोसेसेस जो कि शेयर्ड मेमोरी रीजन को यूज़ कर रहे हैं, एक्सेस कर रहे हैं, देन वी नीड टू मेक श्योर दैट मोर देन वन प्रोसेस एक ही लोकेशन को राइट ना कर रहा हो. अदरवाइज देयर विल बी प्रॉब्लम ऑफ सिंक्रोनाइजेशन. दूसरी बात, शेयर्ड मेमोरी मॉडल में क्रिएट प्रॉब्लम सच एज सिंक्रोनाइजेशन एंड मेमोरी प्रोटेक्शन नीड टू बी addressed. So synchronization की कुछ issues हम already देख चुके हैं when we have seen reader writer problem. So if the operations are not performed carefully, जो access हो रहा है shared memory region का, अगर उसको ध्यान से नहीं किया जाएगा, there may be chances that there will be synchronization issues and memory protection may be required. So this is the diagram of shared memory model, which explains that process A wants to communicate with process B and it uses the concept of shared memory area. Next, we will be discussing about the concept of message passing model. Alright, the next topic is message passing model. As we have seen already about the shared memory model, there is one shared region which is accessed by more than one process if they want to communicate. In message passing model, we do not have a shared region, but what we do is messages are used to exchange the information, right? Let's go in the detail. Multiple processes can read and write the data to the message queue without being connected to each other. So a process A will not be connected to process B, but they can perform the read and write operation using messages. Messages are stored on the queue until their recipient retrieves them. If there are many messages being accumulated and the receiver is at the slower end, then they will form a queue. एंड देन द जब तक मैसेजेस रिसिपिएंट जो रिसीवर है उसे रिट्रीव नहीं कर लेता है, मैसेजेस कैन बी स्टोर्ड ऑन द क्यू. मैसेज पासिंग रेफर्स टू द मीन्स ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन. अब वो कम्युनिकेशन यूजिंग मैसेजेस किसी के भी बीच में हो सकता है. डिफरेंट थ्रेड्स विद इन अ प्रोसेस. एक प्रोसेस को आपने बहुत सारे पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर लिया है. डिफरेंट प्रोसेसेस रनिंग ऑन द सेम नोड. अलग अलग प्रोसेसेस एक डिवाइस पे रन हो रहे हैं. डिफरेंट प्रोसेसेस रनिंग ऑन डिफरेंट नोड्स एंड अलग अलग प्रोसेसेस अलग अलग नोड्स पे. यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड सिस्टम्स. So in this, sender or source process sends a message to a known receiver or a destination process. So a process which wants to send the information, that becomes the sender or a source process, and the one which receives it is a receiver or a destination process. Message has a predefined structure and the two system calls are used, which are send and receive. As we have already seen, wait and signal सिस्टम कॉल्स हमने ऑलरेडी देखी हैं इन द सेमाफोर्स. इसी तरीके से हमारे पास सेंड एंड रिसीव सिस्टम कॉल्स होते हैं जो कि यूज़ होते हैं फॉर मैसेज पासिंग. So if you have a sender process A which wants to send some information to a process B, so here A is the sender. So in the message, the format of the message will be in the system called send, they will be sending the name of destination process B over here, comma, whatever is the message. This is the receiver process. As soon as it receives, it will be sending an acknowledgement back to the process A to notify that it has received the message. So it will be writing the name of the source process A, comma, message. Then the mode of communication. अब ये जो दो processes हैं, they can communicate through two methods. That may be direct addressing and indirect addressing. If you talk about direct addressing, then in direct addressing, they have to mention who is the sender and who is the receiver. They will communicate with each other by using their names, right? In direct addressing, there can be two categories, symmetric addressing and asymmetric या asynchronous addressing. If you are talking about the symmetric addressing, then the receiver knows who is the sender process. So if there is a process A and there is a process B, process A sends some message using a send system call. Receiver is B and there is a message, and the process B, who is the receiver, knows that the message has came from process A. राइट. सो सिमेट्रिक एड्रेसिंग या सिंक्रोनस एड्रेसिंग में रिसीवर को पता होता है कि सेंडर कौन है, सो वो उसे ही एक्नॉलेजमेंट भेजेगा. बट इन केस ऑफ एसिमेट्रिक और एसिंक्रोनस एड्रेसिंग, द रिसीवर डज नॉट नो हु द सेंडर इज, where the receiver does not know the ID of the sending process in advance. So a process A knows कि वो किसको मैसेज भेज रहा है, so he uses the send system call, receiver name B and the message. Whereas now the process B doesn't know कि मैसेज कहाँ से आया है, but still it sends the acknowledgement like a broadcast, receive and then message, so that whosoever is the sender comes to know that yes, process B has received the message, right? Next, there is a concept or a category of indirect addressing in message passing. अभी we have seen direct addressing जहाँ पे sender और receiver एक दूसरे के names के through communicate करते हैं. उनके अंदर सब categories है symmetric और asymmetric. Symmetric, the receiver knows who the sender is. In asymmetric, receiver does not know the sender name. In indirect addressing we will be using the concept of mailbox. Mailbox is like an object in which the messages can be placed from sender and the messages may be removed by the receiver process. So they will be sharing a common mailbox जहाँ पे कि messages sender रख देगा and receiver messages वहाँ से read कर लेगा, right? And ये जो communication है it can be possible through mailbox using certain links, right? वो links कौन से हैं? पहला आता है 1-to-1 लिंक. 1-to-1 लिंक क्या कहता है कि देर इज़ जस्ट वन सेंडर हु वांट्स टू कम्युनिकेट विद वन रिसीवर. सो हमें सिर्फ एक ही लिंक इस्टेब्लिश करना पड़ेगा, एक ही सेशन इस्टेब्लिश करना पड़ेगा. मैनी टू वन लिंक, देर आर मैनी सेंडर्स एंड दे वांट टू कम्युनिकेट विद अ सिंगल रिसीवर. So example is a client server system. There are many client processes and they connect with one server process. So here the concept of mailbox becomes port. One to many link, there is one sender and it wants to send the information to many receivers. It's like a broadcast message. Many to many link, there are multiple senders who want to communicate with multiple receivers. Now comes the advantages of message passing and disadvantages of message passing. But before that, let's come to the diagram. There is a process A and there is a process B. There is a kernel area. यहाँ पर कोई शेयर्ड मेमोरी का एरिया नहीं है. सो प्रोसेस ए एंड प्रोसेस बी को अगर कुछ कम्युनिकेशन करना है, दे कैन नॉट टॉक डायरेक्टली, they will be using the kernel. So if suppose process A wants to communicate some information to process B, it writes a message and that message is sent to the kernel, and now the kernel will send the message to the process B. All right, so it is मैसेज पासिंग मॉडल. प्रोसेस ए प्रोसेस बी डायरेक्टली किसी शेयर्ड रीजन को एक्सेस नहीं कर रहे हैं, ना ही एक दूसरे से डायरेक्टली कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं. बट प्रोसेस ए क्रिएट्स अ मैसेज एंड देन यूजेस अ सेंड कॉल, सिस्टम कॉल, इट गोज टू कर्नल, राइट? देन कर्नल विल बी फॉरवर्डिंग दिस मैसेजेस टू प्रोसेस बी. एडवांटेज इज इट इज़ ईजियर टू इम्प्लीमेंट दैन शेयर्ड मेमोरी मॉडल बिकॉज यहाँ पे हमें कोई शेयर्ड रीजन नहीं क्रिएट करना पड़ रहा है. सो इसका क्रिएशन जो है दैट इज़ मच ईजियर, इम्प्लीमेंटेशन इज़ मच ईजियर, राइट? एंड इट इज़ टॉलरेंट ऑफ हायर कम्युनिकेशन लेटेंसीज. दूसरा एडवांटेज हमारा क्या बोलते हैं कि इट इज़ ईजियर टू बिल्ड पैरेलल हार्डवेयर यूजिंग मैसेज पासिंग मॉडल. जो हमने पैरेलल कंप्यूटेशंस में देखा है वहाँ पर मैसेज पासिंग मॉडल ही यूज़ होता है, MPI थ्रेड्स का यूज़ होता है. डिसएडवांटेजेस ऑफ मैसेज पासिंग का जो डिसएडवांटेज है वो ये है कि स्लोअर कम्युनिकेशन है, बिकॉज द फर्स्ट कम्युनिकेशन फॉर अ प्रोसेस विल गो टू द कर्नल, देन कर्नल मोड से इट विल गो टू द प्रोसेस बी. So the communication is slower as compared to the shared memory model. So this was all about inter-process communication model, which is used to establish a communication link between the concurrent processes. Thank you.